episode is filled with tons of Dollar Tree Christmas crafts you are going to love.
It's a bit chilly this morning, but I am headed to Dollar Tree to find something new to craft with for Christmas. What I found was not new. We have seen these so many times, but they had just put these out and I grabbed several. I'm going to put the legs to the side because we're not going to need those. I'm going to fluff one here first, and I'm just going to fluff the top and the sides. I'm going to leave the back side flat because we don't need it to fluff. Then I'm going to take a second one and do the same exact thing. I'm also not going to need the bases for them, so I am going to remove that as well. What we're going to try to create here is just a beard for a gnome, and this is going to be a pretty large gnome. All of these crafts are going to be the kind of crafts that you can actually sell for a profit or even keep if you'd like. So as you can tell right now, I'm just kind of joining them together and just joining the top bristles together and then fluffing them like if they're just one large tree. And then I'm going to take some zip ties and I'm just going to join them together permanently. And these zip ties you can find at Dollar Tree. I love finding these because they're actually pretty durable and they come a ton in a pack. So here I'm just taking two bristles from the inside and twisting them together to join them tighter. This little gnome was already like this at Dollar Tree. I thought it was the cutest thing ever. I am going to remove the beard portion of it, and I'm going to use my wire clippers. However, you can use scissors because the plastic is kind of soft. I just thought, let me save my scissors and just use my wire cutters. Now we have this little hat and the nose ready for its new covering. This sock, I recently did several DIYs with it. It is so versatile. I love the stripe look to it, and because it's so stretchy, it fits over the hat nicely. And then we're just going to hot glue it on the bottom. And once I had it nicely glued and secured, we are going to just take the top and just kind of scrunch it up. So pull it over, scrunch it up, take some yarn and just tie it with a simple knot. We're not going to see this part, so I'm not worried about it. So now it's time to attach the head to the beard. And we're just going to place it right on top just like that. I'm going to take more zip ties and I'm just going to thread it inside of the sock through the little wire or plastic inside of the hat, making sure that it's not going to poke through on the other side. So just make sure of that. And then we're just going to tighten it. And I'm just going to do one because it actually fit and tightened really well. I'm going to take this bulb from Dollar Tree and I'm going to remove the little part from top, cut off the excess little area there, and then we're just going to hot glue it to the top. This is just going to give it a little bit of detail on top. These picks from Dollar Tree are stunning. I love their selection this year. And I'm just going to grab a couple of the little sticks from the pick and we're just going to hot glue it underneath the bulb. I'm also going to add one of these pine cones from the Dollar Tree. Now, I felt like something was missing on the hat, and I have these mopping or dust mops, and I just love using them for Christmas decor. I'm going to cut off a long strip from one of the sides, and then I'm going to hot glue it right on top of the nose across the hat. Holidays and cheer, but now I got my eye set on you. After I cut off the sides, I decided that I wanted the beard to be lighted. I feel like any craft that you make that you add lights will sell quicker. So these lights I get on Amazon, and they are in my Amazon store, which is always linked down below. You get several in a pack, and they're just so versatile, and I love that they're very lightweight. I hot glued the little battery pack to the back of the hat, and now I am just going to thread all the lights through the beard, and I think this gnome turned out so cute. I love how large it is, and I love how it is lighted. For the next Dollar Tree Christmas craft, I am going to take this little tin bucket with a Santa look to it. I got it recently at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take some of these rocks and just put them on the inside to give me a little bit of weight. And now I'm going to take some floral foam from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm going to place it right in there. I ended up adding hot glue later on, but I didn't show that, but I did add hot glue just for a more secure bond. Now I'm going to take two of the same trees, but this time they're the white ones. I'm going to fluff them to the sides, but I'm not going to do the top or the bottom because we are going to put them right on top of each other. I'm sure you've seen this done before. Basically, we are going to create a thicker, fuller tree by joining them together. So instead of side by side like we did the first two trees, this one going to be one on top of each other. And again, we're going to use some zip ties to secure everything in place. And then we're just going to stick it right inside the bucket all the way down to where it goes all the way through the rocks. And then we're going to start fluffing the tree, but fluffing as if it was one tree. If you are visiting for the first time, I want to say welcome. And if you have not subscribed yet, I hope you consider doing so and joining our YouTube family. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you do not miss any time I post a new video. Now, I thought I needed a little bit more of dimension. There was just a lot of white going on. So I wanted to add these greenery frosted picks. It had these little white berries that I thought would bring everything together. I'm just going to take 3 of them. It's just what I had left. And I'm going to hot glue them in between the bristles, making sure that they all face towards the front of the tree. Now I'm going to take some of these red bulbs from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take larger ones for the bottom of the tree, then medium-sized ones for the middle of the tree, and then a smaller one for the top one. And this is how it turned out. I did add some of that dusting mop to the bottom of the bucket to add some fullness, but I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. For the next Dollar Tree Christmas craft, I'm going to take one of these beautiful jars. It has such a beautiful design on it. We're going to remove the cap and put that to the side. We're not going to use it. I'm going to take one more of those lights and I'm just going to place them right inside. Friends, if you are enjoying this video, I would love for you to take a quick second and give me a thumbs up. A thumbs up really does help my channel grow and it helps this video reach more people, and I would truly appreciate it. Once I had the lights inside, I needed to find a way to attach the battery pack. Now, hot glue doesn't do well with glass in my opinion, so I'm just going to use some duct tape, and it actually did really well holding it together. I'm going to take this little snowman ornament that I thought was a pretty good size and so darling. I'm going to remove the greenery from it that it had originally, and I'm going to replace it with some larger ones from Dollar Tree. And now I'm going to take one of these bells that are at Dollar Tree currently. They have 9 in a pack, and they're not like very shiny. They do have a sheen, and I really love the way they look. I'm going to hot glue one to the top there, center, and then use the little pine cone that came with it originally. Now I'm going to take some hot glue and just place some on the rim of the jar, and then place the snowman head right on top. I think it's turning out so cute. Now I do want to cover the thread from the jar, so I had this piece of leftover scarf from another project. I thought it would be perfect to add a scarf and then leave the little yarn just hanging down. I thought that added some really cool texture. I'm going to hot glue it in place, cut off the excess, and then I'm going to add a pine cone just to add a little something to the front. And that's it for this one. I loved the way this little snowman turned out. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the dark. I think it's so sticking cute. I am going to sell it in the craft show. I love it. For the next Dollar Tree Christmas craft, I'm going to take this door that I found at the Dollar Tree Plus when I was away on vacation. It was $5 and it has a fall theme, so we're going to turn it into a Christmas door. I'm going to remove the gather from it. I'm also going to remove the florals as well as the handle because we are going to sand it down smooth and give it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalked paint in the Farmhouse Red. I do not have a Dollar Tree Plus here locally, but I would love to know if you have one where you're at. Do you like it? Do you think it's worth it? Let me know down in the comments. Friends, I would love for you to consider joining me also on Instagram and Facebook. I do have those links down below in the description box. So if you want to check them out, go ahead and go there. And while you're there, please say hi. So once the paint was dry, I am going to sand down the edges just a little bit with the sanding block from Dollar Tree. It's just going to give it a little bit more dimension, really make those angles pop, and also give it a little bit more of a farmhouse look, which is what I wanted for this door. Once I had it nice and distressed, I am going to dust it really well because chalk paint, as you know, always throws a lot of dust everywhere. So I just want to make sure it's dust free. Now I'm going to replace that handle back on it with the same hardware, and I contemplated spray painting it, but I left it because it had a little bit of a distressed look, which looked great with the door. Now I'm going to bring in this wreath form from Target Dollar Spot. I get them every season. They bring them in every style. They're $3 and I really love crafting with them. Now I'm going to take this ribbon from Dollar Tree. It's a buffalo check black and red ribbon. And I'm going to make a double loop, very simple bow with some legs. I'm going to tie it in the center with some jute string. So funny story with this bow. This bow must have been the most fluffed bow on this planet. So I'm going to count with you how many times I fluff it. This is the first time. I just thought it was the funniest thing as I'm editing. I'm thinking, how many times do I have to fluff this bow? All right, so once the bow is done, I am going to hot glue it onto the top of the wreath form. I'm going to dovetail each leg. That way it looks nice and finished. I'm going to fluff it for the second time, making sure it's pretty. I'm going to take this Noel ornament from Dollar Tree. I think it's beautiful. I am going to remove the little decor from it. And then I'm going to take some wire and I'm just going to thread it through the holes that were already on it and secure it to the top of the wreath form. And then I am going to hot glue it to the bottom of it. And of course, I have to fluff in between attaching this Noel ornament. Let's go outside. The snow is falling down. I am going to take one of these little pine cones from a Dollar Tree and I'm just going to hot glue it right there underneath the bow. I just felt like it was missing something. And then it's time to attach the wreath form. Now the wood door is not really wood and it's too thin to put a screw on it. So I thought I'm just going to put some ribbon to the top of the wreath form and that way I can hang it on the door on the back of it. So I'm going to flip it over and I decided to thread it through the little hook that is already on there to hang the door. That way it's not interfering. I'm going to hot glue it as well as tape it. So much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. And we're just about done. I just got to fluff it for the 4th time. And then that's it. I think this door is absolutely stunning. I love the color. I love the style. I think it looks so much better than fall themed. But what do you think? Let me know. I would love to know what you think of the door and all of the other crafts. I am planning on selling these at the craft show and I cannot wait to do so. I have another video here for you to check out with tons more of Christmas inspiration for you. Click on it, check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.